Good morning, students. How are you? I'm excited to draw with you all today. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Let's learn about everything together today, and we're going to draw some Pokemon. So let's get started. Good morning, student. So for our morning routine for today, here we go. We have our art review, then we have our quote of the day, then we have some classic Pokemon. Hey Zoe, glad to see you on. Then we have a karate break, and then we have and then we have a realistic, which I'm going to explain a little bit later. Then we're going to have our challenge of the day, and then our morning mail, and it's going to be awesome. And then I'll send you guys off. Okay, so our art review, fantastic. We had Damien did some awesome drawings of Renee Magritte, and I love how you switched up the apple with a guitar. I'm assuming a guitar means more to you than a green apple, so that's hilarious. And then Colin also did a recreation of Van Gogh's chair, which is really cool too. And I love that he put a little straw in the chair just to have like a little knick-knack, because Van Gogh also had, looks like glasses maybe, and a rag on the chair. So he, instead of drawing it, he recreated it with a photo. Really cool. We also had Clarissa, who did this beautiful rendering of this girl with flowers in her hair. I'm not sure of the artist actually, but Clarissa, if you see it, let us know in the comments which artist this was. But I love how you got the swirls of the hair, and also what's really iconic about this period is how they did outlines of the characters that they were drawing, and they would do really thick outlines. So if you see like around the girl's neck, it's a really thick outline right here, but then on the chin and the lips and the nose, it's a very thin outline, and also on the fingers, it's a thin outline compared to around the shoulders, which it seems like you got really well. Really cool style. And Zoe, awesome job. I love the colors, and it doesn't really give it justice here, but I zoomed in and like inspected all the different colors he used for like the feet and the dress. Very, very Degas. There we go. Very, very Degas-esque the way you got those colors, and like mixed them all together. And I love the bacon on the table too. Very cool. I love, and also for everybody that didn't get to see, Zoe also sent a pose of her doing the ballet picture too, but I didn't know if you wanted me to post that one publicly. But it was a great pose. Basically that, and I think you said in the comments last episode that you were like falling down halfway through taking the pose, and that's very accurate of what artists have to go through just to post their create artwork, is that you have to pose them all. I remember one time I was trying to draw like a zombie that was like grabbing somebody by like their clothes, and I was like in my bedroom like hunched over like this, like moving my fingers so that it looked kind of cool like a zombie like grabbing clothes, and it was hilarious. Alright, let's see. Thought I would click it, and then there we go. Okay, yeah, so if you guys want to send your artwork, you guys know what to do. Send noahfontana@gmail.com, and then you can be featured in the next episode. Alright, there's Kate coming in clutch. Alright, hey Kate. Alright, and then there is the delay, just so you guys know. So if you put something in the comments, I'm going to try to respond to all of it in person, but I might miss it just because it's, I think it's like 30-second delay. Alright, so our quote of the day is George Washington Carver, and I picked him for a few reasons, and if you guys don't know about him, that's probably one of the reasons why I picked him. I didn't realize, because of my own ignorance, that black artists have kind of been swept under the rug, and not a lot of them have been properly highlighted like we should have been highlighting them. So I just want to apologize for not having appreciated that, and I want to make sure that they're given the notice that they deserve, And so I'm going to do a little bit better and try to feature artists of all different kinds of minorities too, but focusing on Black minorities right now, just to do the right thing, and that's and not be ignorant of the ways that I wasn't being equal and treating everybody fairly. Just because when you Google an artist, unfortunately you don't see all the Black artists in history. So George Washington Carter also is like a rock star when it comes to art and just invention and science. And so he fits right in with our categories of the qualities that we admire in people. This is his actual classroom, which is really awesome. He did a lot of different things. He was born as an orphan and as a slave. So the fact that he was able to do anything is just amazing. But I took like a ton of notes because there's just his life is just too wild to actually just like encapsulate in one by my memory. But yeah, he was actually really frail as a child, and so because of that, he didn't have to do the regular like heavy lifting slave work, and so he spent a lot of time outside studying nature just because that's what he can do. And I love the fact that like that would have seemed terrible at the time, like to be so frail and like you can't protect yourself. It would have seemed like a really bad thing. But it actually was a positive thing because he grew and he grew his love for learning and for learning about nature, and so then when he finally got a little bit older, he grew on. He tried to get into college. He was accepted, and then they rejected him because of his color. And then he left, started doing a lot more research and studying, applied, saved up money, and got accepted to Simpson College in Iowa to study art, actually, which I didn't realize that he was also an artist. And so I didn't even realize I picked him, and then I found out later as I was studying him that he was actually also an artist too. And so he was said to have a burning zeal to know everything, and so he studied everything. And just to wrap up his description so we can get on with the rest of the class too, he ended up being an amazing inventor, amazing teacher, and he created, I think, over 300 uses for the peanut. Not one of them was not peanut butter, so he didn't invent peanut butter, but he came up with 300. That's a lot. 300 uses for the peanut. And I think he came up with like 100 uses for a different plant too. My memory is failing me right now. But yeah, definitely go look him up. Be inspired by him. George did some amazing things. And also, I mean, that classroom looks so cool with all the test tubes and everything, and like the drawers and the wood drawers. I love that. It almost looks like a Genius Bar, like Apple or something. But yeah, he's really cool and really intelligent, and he did a lot for us. So we should all definitely know his name. And his quote that I quoted today said, "Start with." Oh, cool! If you remember what the show is called, I'd love to watch it, Zoe. He said, his quote, "Start with where you are, with what you have, make something of it, and never be satisfied," which I think is perfect for right now, because right now, I mean, personally, I don't, I'm realizing how little I know about Black history, and that's really not okay, and so just feeling bad about that and just talking about that, I want to encourage us to learn. Oh, it's on Netflix. Awesome. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. You guys know me by now. But yeah. So yeah, the Who show, the Who Was show. Oh, gotcha. Cool. It took me a second to figure out the placing of that. How do you read that? The Who Was show. Okay, I'm going to write that down, Zoe. Thank you. Who Was show. Yeah, exactly. And so this is what I think we should have been doing already. Let's just start with where we are, with what we have, and we'll make something of it, and we'll never be satisfied. We're just going to keep on learning. So I love that you guys are on board with that. Awesome. Cool. So as we take a moment to breathe, let's just center ourselves a little bit. Close your eyes and think of something you've been putting off. George encourages us to start with what we have and where we are. And this means that even though we might not know everything or have everything figured out about or ready to go, we can still start something new. This is really helpful to remember because so many times it can be scary to start something new, so scary that even that we don't even start it. And if you think back to George Washington Carver, there were a lot of times when things were probably scary. It was probably really scary to move out of his house on his own. It was probably really scary after he got rejected from college because of his skin color, to apply again to college and be the only black student in that school. But yet, because he did that and because he remembered that he can always start something new and he can always move forwards and advance in some way and just keep on trying to do that. Gotcha. It was books. Very cool. Very cool. And now we have books too. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again by your comments. They're great. So this was helpful to remember because so many times it can feel scary to start something new, like we said, but so much so that we don't even start it at all. And but we know that it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel like you don't have all the information. What you need to do is still start, and we can begin anyway, like George Washington Carver said. So as we move into the next portion of class, let's get started on our drawings with this in mind and not worry too much if we know how it'll turn out. All right. Let's do this. All right. Okay, sweet. Wow, we're gonna have to check out these books. I'm gonna definitely look up. Let me write that down too. That they're on books. There are books. I'm already like stuck on Netflix talking. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we're gonna do some classic drawings of some Pokemon. Get out your pencils. Get out your colored pencils if you want to use colored pencils. Get out your colors. Check this out. Okay, so obviously let's start with Pikachu because he's, the OG. But we're going to do something that we haven't done in a minute, but you guys all seem to like, so I'm going to continue doing this. We did a speed round of drawing. So these are going to be time drawings because I'm going to try to get to all of the Pokemon that you guys suggested. Also, at the end of class, I'm going to ask you guys for more suggestions on Pokemon that we didn't get to cover today. So let me know too later. But save those for later because it'll be easier for me to make sure I get all of them if we all comment them at the end. If you're going to leave, obviously, or if you have to get off, you can totally comment it now. But yeah, okay. So we're going to do. Let me get my timer ready. Beep, boop, boop. Okay. Let's start. We're going to start chill, but we're going to work our way down, okay? We're going to start with a 5-minute drawing. So we're going to try to draw Pikachu in 5 minutes, okay? And here we go. Ready, set, go. All right, so I would start with, let's see, basic shapes. Like that, right? Simple. We can draw kind of like a grid line for the face, so we get that cute little Pikachu tilt. Okay. Simple shapes for his ears. Always just breaking down things to a simpler form always helps me understand it better. All right. we go. Now in this angle, his arm kind of looks like an egg or like a loaf of bread. I'm going to draw his arm like that, and this arm kind of has a similar like ovular shape. I think that's what you'd say. Hey AJ, what's up? Oh, and Jessica's over here. Jessica, hi Jessica. Okay, cool. Right now we're drawing Pikachu, but it's speed round, just so you guys know. So we only have 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go for this guy. So get ready to draw real fast. Okay. We're easing our way into it though with the 5-minute drawing. So that's what we're doing right now for those of you just joining. Okay. Okay. Now I'm starting to add little details like this little curve at the bottom that helps the shape look more round and more looks like he's like, in animation they call it squash and stretch. And that's basically if you think of like a ball that's bouncing, you could have a ball that's bouncing like this, right? It's bouncing up and down. But if you want to draw it so that it looks more like it's moving and looks more like it's like being like stretched because of how our eyes actually perceive it, you would stretch the ball so it's more like an oval. Like, yeah, why am I like showing you with my hands when I can easily draw it right here? Okay, so here we go. You have a ball bouncing, and it could bounce like this, and then bounce up. But what squash and stretch means is that when you squash, it squashes it down like that. And that'll give it the impression that it's like hitting something or that there's weight to it. And then when it bounces back up, instead of just having it the same shape, you would stretch it. And it has nothing to do with vertical or perpendicular. It just means that some things that they squash, some things that they stretch. It happens to close when you see people walking or moving in any way. And if you draw the ball up like that, it looks like it's stretching, going faster than if it was just still a perfect sphere. So we're going to do that with his legs right here. We're going to squash them down a little bit just so it gives the impression that there's like weight. There we go. Oh, and his iconic tail. Let's see. Boom, boom. What's crazy though, I always thought that his tail was, I always thought that brown stripe was on the tip of his tail. And I think I got that confused with his ears. All right, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Stop talking as much, Noah, and just draw, right? Okay. But I always thought that the tip of his tail was brown and not like the little base part right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Now this is like a very stretched out W for his mouth. And there we go. It's interesting like how familiar his face looks, or like classic he looks, you know, like I think about that, about the designs to make a character like a main character. Why is he the main character versus like say Bulbasaur, or I mean main characters in like the most popular Pokemon right now. Okay, we have 30 seconds. Let's add some color because we're crazy. Okay, so that's some yellow color. And some red color. Time's about to go off. I see it 13 seconds. All right, awesome. That was 5 minutes. This is a nice break from everything. Okay, I'm glad you think so. Mandela effect. Okay. I don't. What's the Mandela effect? Jessica, I'm not familiar with that term. All right. Oh, I didn't even do the cheeks. The roundness of his cheeks. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna move on. Our next Pokemon is Mr. Ghastly. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a lot. Okay. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay. We're definitely not doing 5-minute poses anymore. Let's jump it down to 2-minute poses. Okay? So we're chopping it down a lot. Here we go. Ready? Actually, you know what? Let's just do 1-minute poses. I believe in you guys. Ready? 1-minute poses. This is gonna be crazy. You guys are probably gonna freak out right now. Don't worry. It's just a drawing. We're just drawing Pokemon. No sense in freaking out over this. Let's draw it. Ready? 1-minute poses for Ghastly. Go. And these were all recommendations that you guys gave me. I'm still on watercolors. Here we go. So that's where I got these guys from. But what I love about doing these fast drawings is that a lot of times you get really cool line work, like really cool quality of line. Shoot, we got like 30 seconds left. I might not be able to talk while I'm doing these like short ones. Four seconds. Whew. Okay. All right. It's apparently based on the idea that people remember something different from somebody else. Interesting. And what were you referring to now? Okay. It's apparently based on the idea that people... I definitely agree with that. I watched like a Netflix show about memory and how that works. Our memory is so not reliable. Like the fact that cops or detectives use it for anything is ridiculous because you can change somebody's memory fairly easily. All right, this guy's name is Poplio. I did not know about him before this happened. So, I mean, before somebody recommended it, and so. All right, I'll have to research it, I guess, myself. I could always do that after class. I'm gonna make a note of that to research that, the Mandela, because that sounds really interesting. Okay, so we're gonna draw Poplio. I forget who recommended it, but if you did, let me know. Oh, it's yours. Okay, got it. Gotcha. All right, Isabella, here we go. 1 minute for Poplio. We're going to spend 30 seconds to draw him and 30 seconds to color him, okay? Or maybe 40 seconds to draw, 20 seconds to color. Okay, go. Let's start with a nice big circle. And don't worry, we're going to slow down the drawing and do a slower one for the second portion of class. But right now, I want to get through a lot of different characters. So here we are. Is this guy like a seal? It's funny, his nose kind of looks like a circus thing. Like the little, what am I thinking? Like the things that lions would stand on in the circus. Basically, it looks like Poplio is built mainly off of like these teardrop shapes. Oh shoot, okay, it's been 20 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. And even though these drawings might not look pretty, I guarantee you are learning a lot by doing this. This is where I've been able to... that's not even the right blue. Oh man, okay, that is fast. Okay. You learn a lot because you learn to see very quickly. And that's what we're going to do. So that's why I'm drawing really fast now. It's not like I'm just trying to rush and that we're not... Xanax is your... There's no way there's a Pokemon called Xanax. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there is. I'll look it up. Yeah, we can do that. And if you notice in the title, this is called Pokemon Part 1, and that means that we're going to have Pokemon Part 2 on Thursday, so yes, we will definitely be able to draw more. My favorite Pokemon is Xanax. The more people have false memories of... Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. people remembering that there's things a certain way, but in reality it's different than what they remembered. Euclid, I believe we live in a parallel universe. I like how that escalated. My favorite is Mischievous. Oh, I remember Mischievous. I don't know what it looked like. I remember liking Mischievous. Yeah, I think I heard the famous example I've heard about that Mandela effect is the people at the parade, where it's like they took a picture and they edited it so it looked like there was this different float that was in the parade, and then they showed it to people, and then people actually said that they remembered seeing that float. Oh, I see what you're saying with the peak shift. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, people thought that there was this float in the parade that really didn't even exist at all, but because they showed them the picture, they started to build up this whole memory off of it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Everybody has a designated Pokemon. I'm trying to think what mine would have been. We were definitely into Pokemon as a kid. All right, 1 minute for this entire drawing. Let's go. Geodude. Circle. Almost using like stick figure. Circle for the fist. Just to like break it down. Stick figure. Okay. Nice like thick lines just to make them look more rocky. Oh, dude, I gotta do his eyes really quick. Ah! How are you guys doing with all the sirens? I don't know if you can hear those in the background. I could hear the sirens right now. They've been going on for a long time. Oops, I did that on the wrong layer too. Or the same layer. Okay. There we go. All right. Hey, Jason, thanks for sending me that picture of your drawing. I didn't get a chance to like look at it completely. Thanks. I'm glad that you're joining in though. All right, next one that we're gonna do. Oh shoot. Okay, it's already. You know what? Instead of doing Psyduck, I'm gonna really freak you guys out. let's do 30-second drawings for each one. Okay. Don't worry, we're all doing this together. Don't draw a Voltorb. That's literally the hardest one. Sensei's is Ditto and mine is Oddish. Aww, so cute. Okay, you used to draw it twice. You guys are so funny. Some people. Okay. So, do Magma Carp? Is it Magma Carp or is it Magic Carp? I don't know. Okay, let me write that one down though. Okay. Magma Carp. Okay. So, ready for this? We're going to draw Eevee. We're going to draw each one in 30 seconds. So, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we'll give Eevee a 1 minute one. Hey, Jana. Can you draw a surprise Pikachu from the meme? Ooh, yes, we should totally draw him. I'm going to write that one down too. Surprise. Well, it'll have to be for next episode though, on Thursday. Surprise. Okay. Jana, is that you or are you using your parents' account? I have a strange feeling that that's not actually you. Oh, nice. Okay. Magic card. Okay. All right. So let me see. I just want to make sure because when I look it up. Okay. So we're going to draw Eevee in 1 minute, and then each of the rest of them are going to get 30 seconds each, okay? You guys can be, you guys can follow along. Personally, okay, oh, it is Janet. Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to make sure I was calling you by your name. The one and only. Cool. How's it over in Amsterdam? So we're going to draw Eevee. The reason I'm having you guys do this is not to freak you out and not to just have a bunch of like bad drawings, but what you actually comes out of doing these things very quickly and not overthinking it is you learn to be more selective with your lines, and you learn to be a little bit more decisive when you're drawing, and that really helps too because a lot of the times your model won't be standing still if you're drawing from nature or outside. Also, the ability to be selective with your lines helps you because a good artist knows what to take away, what needs to stay for the drawing, and if you're just relying on the fact that you can draw lines and lines and lines and keep on drawing lines and lines and lines, you're missing out on a big part of what makes a good drawing. Okay, so yes, this takes a lot of practice. Yes, these are not going to look good right off the bat, but they are going to help you grow. So let's do it. Even though it's difficult, we're going to try to grow. School in 30 minutes now. Oh, okay. Bye, Jessica. Bye, Sunny. Politics are debating about the massive hurdles on Dam Square. Even is literally the easiest one. I guess. Eevee. Oh, okay. Wait, no. That's an animal. The massive hurdles. Oh, gotcha. Right, yeah. But there's a lot of different things going up in the air with Corona. I hope you guys are staying safe. I want everybody to stay alive and healthy. So there's plenty of ways that you can support Black Lives Matter, and just please take care of yourself. Make sure that you're safe at all costs. Yeah, I don't want anybody getting hurt. Okay. Let's do it. Eevee in 1 minute. Ready, set, go. Okay. Let's see. Kind of like a square space. Cute big eyes. Little nose. Oops. That eye looks more creepy than cute. There we go. Spiky hair. Ear. Little tufts of fur. That's pretty cute, actually. Okay. We're not going to be coloring this one for sure. And that's time. You guys hear the beep? Okay. Alright, there's Eevee. Not bad. Okay. Massacre can live in dry water and mine is brown right now. What? Snoopy, is that a Pokemon? No, Snoopy's not a Pokemon. Also, remember what we learned about George Washington Carver this morning. He said, oh, that's weird. He said, let me actually quote him correctly. Start with where you are, with what you have, make something of it, and never be satisfied. So that's what we're going to do, starting with what we have, where we are, with the skill level that we have, with what we know, and we're going to not be satisfied. So we're going to keep on trying to learn, but we're not going to let that stop us. Okay. Guys, let me know which ones you want to draw next, because I don't know if we're going to be able to get to all of them. So I'm going to pick... Ooh, let's do Umbreon. Umbreon looks dope. Okay, here we go. Ready? 30 seconds for Umbreon, okay? Let me know in the comments, too, which ones you want to draw next of Eevee's evolutions, or Eevee's... I'm not even going to try to say that. Okay, here we go. Umbreon. Choo, choo. Circle, circle. All right, that's it for Umbreon. All right, it kind of looks like Umbreon. Okay, that's good. Actually, I really love how the legs flowed when I did it really fast. I wouldn't have normally done that had I been taking my time doing it. Okay, you Raytheon, Vaporeon, Espeon is my favorite evolution. Okay, let's see. You said Espeon, the Raging Whirlpool. Okay, what's your real name? The Raging Whirlpool? Espeon, let's do Espeon. Oh, that one. Okay, cool. Okay. For this one, I'm going to move this over here. And let's do Espeon. Okay, ready? 100 marks. Get set. 30 seconds. Here we go. Go! Okay. What would help if I had the right pen selected? I realized with the other one that I just did, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the eyes, and I think I want to make sure I get that right this time. So that's why I started with the eyes. Oh! Nailed it. Okay. I think I nailed it. Faith, I don't know how to change it. Oh, Faith. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, Faith. Faith, where are you from? Okay, what do we say next? We said we're going to do... we just Espeon, Vaporeon. Oh, that's the water one. I know that one. Okay. Also, they're protesting Den Haag, different capital within the Netherlands today, better organized, more aware of 6 feet distancing, sit in and Groningen. Sit in? What's a sit in? All right. I'm going to write your name down in the Raging Whirlpool so that I can remember your name. Raging Pool is... All right. Here we go. Ready? Vaporeon. Where's that girl? Okay, there was... I'm assuming... Are these all girls? Or am I just incredibly rude by assuming that? Here we go. Can we draw Sylveon? Which one's Sylveon? Ooh, whoa, that one's cool. Okay, yeah. We're gonna draw them all because I said we were gonna do that. So let's just do that. Okay, 30 seconds each. So Vaporeon in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I feel like I'm like a cheerleader when I say it like that. I keep on switching to the eraser by accident. That's not helping. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool design, actually. Taking it, okay. Oh! That's killing me. Okay, that was a short time. Did not finish as much. Spent a lot of time on the head there. Noted, less time on the head. Okay, which one we say? Okay, in Cali. Chase, did you want to draw Raytheon? Is that the one that you were saying? Wait, Raytheon's not on here. Am I missing one? Ugh. Okay. And why is there an airplane? I'm so confused now. Faith, I don't know. Okay, good. Nurse Joy. Oh, Nurse Joy. We can draw Nurse Joy. Although I don't think she's a Pokemon. Sylveon. Okay, Sylveon it is. Let's do Sylveon. Wait, did they literally just call this one Leafeon? Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. Okay. Sylveon. Here we go in 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. What? There's a bow in front of her face. Okay, that's confusing. Oh, so many bows on this character. It's very confusing. Is that the point? It's supposed to be like distracting how many bows this character has. Okay, we got this little like. That was time? Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, we hear you. Is it flying type? Interesting. Oh, I think you were joking. You guys are so funny. So far the Pokemon you've drawn to be girls, it's a choice. Okay. I guess that makes sense because they all look the same, regardless of gender anyway, so. Okay. Like, they're female Pikachus. Although I'm pretty sure Pikachu is a male himself, right? Sylveon is a fairy type from the 6th generation. Okay. I think Raytheon is the flying type. Okay, see, now you guys are kind of answering, and I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just going to keep on going with the rest of the circle now. So we did Espeon, we did Vaporeon. Let's do Glaceon. That looks simple. All right, 30 seconds and go. Glaceon. We're getting way more. This is like the frozen version of it. Basically just diamonds for everything. Oh, and bangs. They gave this one bangs. It's so funny. Okay. I just need to, there we go. Alright, next one, here we go. We're doing Leafeon and Jolteon and Flareon. Okay, Leafeon, Jolteon. Let's do Jolteon and then we'll move this thing over. Okay, ready for Jolteon. How are you guys doing? Big fan of Glaceon's fangs. I didn't even draw Glaceon's. Her fangs? Its fangs? Their fangs? I don't know. They have a dent in their tail? Are you making this up for real? Faith, I'm not sure about you right now. It's got a dent in its tail. Maybe Gengar and Ghastly. Oh, I do have to show you guys something really cool too. Argon, big fan. Okay. Oh, whoa, okay. You know what? I'm actually going to pause it right now because we need to move on or else we're not going to have time for anything else. So I didn't realize how much time had passed. I was having too much fun there. Okay. So let's do some karate stretches really quick. It's so important now with everything going on that you guys remember to take breaks, to pace yourself, and not just, oh, bang, gotcha, fangs, gotcha. Pace yourself, just slow down and breathe, because if you don't, just like with art, if you just try to draw for like forever, you're going to get exhausted, you're going to get burnt out, and then you're not going to like it anymore, and you're going to be frustrated with your art. So they actually say that the best technique when you're drawing is to stop while you're ahead, instead of waiting until you feel like you've completely drained out all your resources and you're frustrated. Because if you stop when you're frustrated, you're going to be less inclined to want to go back because you're going to remember it was frustrated. So it's going to feel like a bigger leap or hurdle. Let's do karate really quick. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Okay. We're going to do Comet 1 forwards and backwards. Really quick test. Okay. So Comet 1, start with your fighting stance. Let's right leg back, left leg forwards, hands up. Good. Fighting stance. Bend your left knee, your front knee, so that you can't see your toes anymore. And here you go. Okay. 1, right front kick, step forward. Good. Now your right foot is in front of your left foot. Okay. 2, right rising block. 3, left straight punch. 4, left front kick, step forward. 5, parry, spear hand. Good. Okay. And now Comet 1 backwards. So this would be the defense to what we just did. 1 forwards is an offense. 1 backwards is the defense to that. Okay, so hands up, fighting stance, right foot back, left foot forwards, hands up. 1, step back, block down. 2, left straight punch. 3, right middle block. 4, step back, lock down. So now your right foot is behind your left foot. And 5, straight punch, cross block. And that's a right straight punch and a left cross block. And then that's it. So the reason I think that these are helpful for us to do is because doing the routine, doing the motion, and having the method, what the word I'm thinking of, having the flow of the form is good just because it helps us think in a different way than drawing. It helps us like think of how our body's moving right now, and that's kind of like a meditation practice. Oh, you did that as a kid? No way! Awesome. I'm assuming you're talking about the karate, Jana. But yeah, in meditation they tell you to be aware of your body, be aware of your breathing, and I think doing these forms, even though they might look like you're fighting, it could be considered almost like a dance because you're supposed to do it with 2 people. Yeah, katas. Yeah, Jana, you know it's up. Yeah, you know what's up. All right. I wish I could post a pic, but there are some gender differences in Pokemon Pikachu. If you want, Faith, you can send me those pictures, and we can discuss that next episode on Thursday. Don't forget to drink water too. Stay hydrated, and let's move on to the next part of the drawing. We're going to pause that right there. Okay. Now, the next part of class, the last part that we're going to draw, is I want to show you guys how to draw our characters realistically. Because I don't want us to just copy Pokemon for the sake of copying them, because they're characters that we know. I want us to also learn a little bit while we're drawing them. Oh, yeah. And if you guys did it, I mean, that's what got me inspired to do it for this class. Was I did it when I was younger. I even have my karate belt still. I didn't do Taekwondo though. It was called Goshindu Martial Arts. I think it says it. Yeah, Goshindu Karate, and that's a mix between Taekwondo, Judo, and Jiu-Jitsu. No, Karate, Judo, and Jiu-Jitsu. Sorry. I got the fifth feedback. We never have seen technique done so perfect, and you fight. Good for a girl. Oh my god. But yeah, it was so helpful because it made, I think it was a nice contrast to drawing all the time. I drew a lot growing up. I draw a lot now. But doing the martial arts and doing something active, yeah. All right, so let's draw these realistically. Let me switch cameras. Also, what have you guys been doing active? I just bought a pair of roller skates. Unfortunately, I was going to go down to Santa Monica and I couldn't because of the protesting. But I'm excited to use them. I actually started roller skating in my apartment and almost wiped out a couple times. But roller skates is how I'm hoping to exercise a little bit more too. Taking art and PE forever might help influence. Yes, exactly. Art and PE. Okay. This is from Detective Pikachu, these pictures, and you can see how they made all these characters look realistic, and they gave Pikachu a lot of fur and like a little snout muzzle, Bulbasaur and Squirtle, Mr. Mime in the background, Charmander. Okay. Now I found this other artist. There's so many artists who have done realistic pictures of Pikachu, but this one artist is really fascinating. So check out these drawings. They're really cool, and they're I don't know, they're very accurate, and he draws what the artist was trying to draw. He draws real animals, so they all look very similar to real animals. It's not like he just made Pokemon realistic. He drew them using images of real animals. Here, check these out. Look at these. They're really cool. Yeah, I was very impressed with him. I'm going to show you his website in a second. So check these out. What I think is so cool about his website was that, excuse me, was that he drew them in such a way. So this is Gengar, Ghastly, and Haunter. And Haunter has floating hands, so he drew this bat right here with hands that pop out, but he has the rest of it kind of almost opaque, and the just the coloring makes it that way. Or this bat, the one that's ghastly in the top corner. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, look at that. It's really cool because in the Pokemon, the character. Let's see. Let me show you. That we drew, right? So his eyes are white like that. Oops. There we go. Okay, sorry, I'm getting all over the place. But his eyes are like that, but instead they use that as like the ears of that Pokemon. Let me show you. Yeah, there we go. So it's not even the face, but if you squint, you can kind of see the shape of Ghastly. What's really cool too, let me show you. You guys should definitely check him out. It's R.J. Palmer is the artist, but check this out. Okay, watch this for a second. Ready? So this is one of the characters. He did so much research into this. Isn't that awesome? How it changes into the skeleton. I thought that was really cool. That was my favorite one growing up, too. He even does like these cool like little effects too on the Pokemon, and they all look fantastic. Really cool. Like it looks like a real turtle, you know, or a Magikarp, or like lizards. It's really cool. I was very impressed by them. I was like even like the little scales and stuff. Anyway, definitely check him out. He does a lot of really cool drawings. Art of R.J. Palmer. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to turn. Oh, we don't even have time. Okay, I love roller skating too. A dog chased me for 6 months. Oh yeah, funny stuff. I'm glad you made it out alive. Did this guy get hired to work on it? I don't know. Maybe he did. Yeah, definitely look him up. He's very cool. Oh, you bought some. You bought some skates too. Nice. Yeah, I thought I was looking at roller blades, but then I was like, you know, roller skates seems really cool. Um, okay. And Ninetales. Okay. What I was gonna do is have us try to do one of the characters we draw, but I don't think we have enough time. Let me see. Let's see. Who could we draw? You know what? Let's do Ghastly. I think that would be a fun one. We can do that in a short amount of time. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw Ghastly, but let's try to draw Moth Skeleton. It's just funny guys. Rollerblades. I mean, rollerblades are cool too. I just felt like, well, if I was gonna buy a new pair or something like that, because I loved the rollerblades that I had, and that's what initially got me started on that. But if I want to buy a new pair, I think I wanted to go with roller skates. They seem more fun to me. All right, let's try to draw this as realistic as possible. I don't even know what he's supposed to be made out of. We're going to try to draw the eyes just like, here we go. There we go. I'm just trying to get it like, add a little bit of realism. So instead of just drawing the eyes as black dots, I'm going to give them like pupils and irises. Maybe do like a little bit of like the veins. Yeah. I know. Why did I pick the scariest one, right? I honestly picked him just because I wanted to do the gas around him. I felt like that would be a really cool thing to do with the watercolors. For some reason, this is reminding me of like Gollum. You guys get that with the big eyes? Alright, we're gonna stop saying. Alright, I'm gonna finish that one. I'm gonna do the watercolors and make them look very realistic, like cloud-like, because I love drawing clouds too. I think that's, I feel like that's, I mean, I like drawing clouds, and so that's honestly why I picked him. But yeah, I want you guys for homework now, take a realistic animal, and I want you to draw it in a Pokemon style. So we're doing the opposite of what this activity is. So I want you to take, say, like, if you have a pet rat, or if I had, like, Slider, I can draw him in a Pokemon style. And we're not giving him, like, necessarily superpowers or anything. Just draw him in that style, okay? So, or her. Yeah. And so that's that challenge. So if you have any animals, if you see, like, a squirrel or something, what would that look like in Pokemon style? But not necessarily, like I'm saying, don't add a bunch of tails or anything. I mean, obviously you can if you want to. But the challenge is to just draw a real animal, but as if it was in the Pokemon world, not any different. All right. Oh, our morning mail for today comes from Hadassah. I don't see Hadassah in the chat at all, but Hadassah said, I couldn't find a painting of a person that looked like me, so I found this watercolor of the Eiffel Tower in fall. I thought it represented me. Best, Hadassah. So the challenge last week was to make yourself into like a masterpiece. And I love that Hadassah picked something that felt like she said it represented her, but it was not a person. And I think that that's really cool that you pick something like that. Really well done too. The watercolors look great. The flowers. It's not easy to do like those kind of trees without it all kind of blending together and being a hot mess, but it looks really good. I like how you include the bench and the yellow in the bench and the little gold leaves in that little part where the Eiffel Tower meets the tree. Very, very cool. So to send you guys off, submit your drawings to knowupontitled.com to be featured on next episode, which is on Thursday. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. I'm doing that right now. There we go. Now there's 6. Let me know what we should draw next. Just in general, we have a Muppets class coming up, so that's going to be fun. But before we get onto that, if you want to help support, we have a donate link in the below that you guys can donate to. And next class is going to be, if you look up right there, Pokemon Part 2. We're going to do different activities, and we're going to do some more drawings of your favorite Pokemon. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to draw, what Pokemon you want to draw for on Thursday. And also don't forget to send me your drawings too. All right. I'm so glad you guys had fun today, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Okay, bye.